Thank you for visiting the YouTube channel for bestbiblecommentaries.com. In this video, I'd like to show you the new Bible Speaks Today Study Bible. Before I do, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel so you can see videos on Bible commentaries, study Bibles, and other resources that help people understand God's Word. Also, if you like my videos and you like a particular volume that I show, a particular book that I show, please consider giving the video a thumbs up button because that helps my efforts on YouTube. The Bible Speaks Today Study Bible is a 2020 release from Ivp Press. It's a combination of the NIV, English translation of the Bible, along with study notes that all come from volumes in the Bible Speaks Today commentary series. The BST series, if you're not familiar with it, was started in the 1980s, and it utilized some well-reviewed standalone commentaries at the time and turned that into a series called the Bible Speaks Today series. The series was, volumes in the series were released for the next 35 years because the Judges volume, the Joshua volume that was published in 2015 completed the series. So that would be about a 30 to 35 year series. So the series is now complete. However, there is a subset of books related to this series on theological topics. For example, the message of the cross, the message of creation, the message of spiritual warfare. There's a number of them. I have 6 or 7 of them myself, but that subset is still releasing new volumes, and they'll continue to do that. But right now, unless they do replacement volumes, this particular series is now concluded. This is the old cover design. And then there's an Old Testament volume in the old cover design. The new cover design looks like this. This is an Old Testament volume, of course. And then the New Testament volumes have the green shade instead of the blue shade. There are many volumes that are well reviewed in this series. John Stott has maybe 5, 6, 7 of the New Testament volumes. Those are all very well reviewed. In the Old Testament, Derek Kidner's volumes one's on Ecclesiastes. I believe the other one is Hosea. Both of those are really well reviewed. There's others too, but those might be authors that you might be familiar with. I can recall when I was a young pastor, I was preaching through the book of Nehemiah, and I remember the volume on the message of Nehemiah by Raymond Brown being very helpful to me as I came to texts like Nehemiah chapter 7, for example, which gives the list of returning exiles. And as a young preacher, I struggled to figure out how to preach that text to my congregation. And I just remember that I got so many great ideas on that passage by reading that particular commentary. And then there's a few other name lists later in Nehemiah. And I just remember being very helped. It gave me some great ideas for application in particular. A few years ago, the BST series got some positive attention when the well-known and well-liked New York pastor Tim Keller said it's one of his favorite 2 commentary series. So that's pretty high praise. BST volumes are known for being extremely accessible. I mean, they're very, very readable. They can be read straight through. I can testify to that. I've read several of the volumes straight through. The target audience is pastors, Sunday school teachers, small group leaders, Bible study leaders would love these volumes. And it's because of their approach to the text is so helpful in ministry settings. It's a basic explanation of the meaning of the text combined with devotional reflection is how I would describe most of the volumes. You're not going to find information on textual criticism or cultural historical background information. There's not information on the original languages. That's just not the purpose of the series. So the Bible Speaks Today Study Bible, all the notes from this particular study Bible come from volumes in this series. So as I'm finding the example that I'm going to show you from the book of Romans, let me just tell you that I'm going to put a link down below. I have a page where I compare over 40 different study Bibles on my website. I'm just going to put a link down below if you want to see that after you're done watching this video. It could be helpful to you. So here is Romans, and again, it's the NIV text in double column, obviously, and then the study notes down at the bottom in this case, this is Romans, come from John Stott's commentary on Romans in the series. The notes are edited. It's not the full commentary, but what is here is word for word from the commentary. So you're getting the reader is basically getting the highlights of this particular volume in this study Bible. One reason why this commentary on Romans is so well reviewed is because of the way John Stott writes. He writes with great clarity, and it's easy to understand what he's saying, and he's very skilled at making complex ideas easy to understand. And what a great author then for writing a commentary on Romans, which many readers can find complex and confusing at times. So the benefit of the study Bible is you're getting Stott's notes at the bottom of the page. So I think that I'm optimistic that people who like the BST series are going to like this study Bible. There's also I'll try and show this. There's also these in the study notes at the end of each passage. There is a Q icon, and then a question or two questions, or actually in this case there's 3 questions. And what these can be used for is either they could be used for individual self-reflection as someone is reading through this passage in Romans, or it would be great for small group leaders, Bible study leaders, Sunday school teachers. Here are your discussion questions. So this example comes from the first passage in Romans. So it says, "What do servant and apostle tell you about Paul's view of his calling? Are you ashamed of the gospel in any way? How can you become more honest and courageous in living and explaining your faith?" So there's some built-in either self-reflection, questions for self-reflection, or study group questions. And the end of every passage has, in the study notes, has, it looks like 2 to 3 to 4 sentences or questions for the reader. So I think that'd be particularly helpful for those who might use this in a ministry setting. So this is the new BST Study Bible. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and thank you for watching it. Please look at the links I'll put down below in the description box, and thank you for visiting bestbiblecommentaries.com.